Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. My name is Rayvon Sturgis. I'm the current host of the podcast Sturgis in the Lab. Lean over and let you boop. There it is. Definitely click on that, check it out, give it a look, see, and everything. But today I bring you a shorter video today because today I went out into my community and I asked a few people, younger and older, a couple of different questions. I think that there's a lot of things that we can ask amongst ourselves and a lot of questions that we can ask that would kind of push us forward as a community as a whole. There's been some recent developments. There's obviously, like we're on the news, we're on national news as well for certain things as well too. Boop, that right there. So definitely, there's some things that we need to hash out amongst ourselves in our community. Now, the whole point of this video is not only to bring awareness to what's going on, but it's also to do our best to find a solution. You'll find that as I ask people these few questions that I do have to ask them, that I also ask them what do they think might be a pretty big solution. And so a lot of people have, a couple of them has a couple of great thoughts. Hopefully I can have more time to keep going out and keep doing this and people feel eager to answer these questions. And hopefully we can find change amongst our community. If we can't change our city, we can't change our state, then we can't change our country. In the word community, there is unity. Y'all enjoy the video. What's up, guys? I'm out here today in Thomson, Georgia, owner of Big Daddy's Rib Shack. Definitely come over here and drop by and get you some. We over here in the plaza with Harbor Freight, Big Lots, all of that. So I'm here to ask some kind of important questions. We just want to kind of get the thoughts of the people today, people who done been around here for a long time. How long you done lived in Thompson?
46 years.
46 years. So whole life you've been around here. That's good. Do you think now there's become a problem with gun violence in Thompson?
Definitely. Most definitely a problem with gun violence. Um, I think these young kids are out of control. I think parents need to take back control. I think law enforcement needs to do more with the young kids and stop slapping them on the wrist and actually hold them accountable for the actions. If not hold them accountable, hold the parents accountable. Somebody needs to be held accountable for their actions.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And any kind of solutions that you think that we as a community can go about doing, other than the police officers and the people that are officials, anything like that, you got to say.
I mean, I think you can start some type of mentoring programs for the youth, but ultimately, I just feel like it starts at home. People got to get out of the clubs and start back parenting. You got to start parenting from an early age. You can't start when they're 10, when they're already getting, set in their ways. You got to start early. So I mean, I think that's the only solution. The parents got to start putting foot to ass and raising their kids.
Yep. Out the club and into the homes. I like it. I like it a lot. And so Benjamin Cranford just got into office not too long ago, and while he was getting in office, he was being sued for not completing some jobs. And also now, just recently, he got arrested. He is released and he is out now. But a few people have had some different things to say about him now. Do you still believe in our mayor per se?
Um, I don't really believe in any politicians. So they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. There's always a hidden agenda when it comes to politics and stuff. So I mean, I vote, but I don't really believe in none of them. I put my faith in God. I work hard, get what I want. So that's it. Man.
Well, I hear that, man. Well, shoot, I appreciate your time, and that's all I got today. But yes, sir, appreciate you. Come by and stop down at Big Daddy's Rib Shack, man. Go get you some food. What's going on, man? I'm here with my boy Kite. You doing all right, boy?
Oh yeah, man, you know it, man.
Oh yeah, another day in the life, man. I got two questions for you today. So the first one is do you believe that gun violence or just violence in general is just more of a problem out here today?
Man, I think it's just more of a problem in like the music taking over our generation, man. And, I think we all just need to stick together. Try to teach the youth. I think the world will be a better place, man.
And so, question. So, you this is the second time I done heard something about music kind of influencing decisions and stuff like that. Any kind of music that you kind of replacing with the average pop out and do this? Anything that you replacing that with?
I mean, like rap music. You know, they listen to rap music. They think it's okay for them to go out there and live that life.
Right. And I'm right there with you, brother. And number two, the mayor was getting sued on his way into office, and then also he actually just got arrested for leaving a bottle out for his brother, who's a prisoner, to actually pick up. And so, do you still believe that he can get the job done even after those things have happened?
I mean, yeah, 'cause at the end of the day, he ain't do nothing bad, man. Like, he could have did something worse, but he looking out for the people that help in the community.
That real, man. Well, shoot. Well, I appreciate your answer today, brother.
Oh yeah, no
Oh
problem.
yeah, have a great day at work, man. All right, I'm here with a good friend of mine, Abigail. Abigail, you doing all right today?
I'm doing great today. How are you?
You know what? I'm getting too old for this. That's
Really?
about it. That's
Yeah,
about it.
it's
And it's a little hot. Yeah, it is a little hot outside. So, two questions today. And the first one is do you think gun violence has become more of a problem here where we live at?
You know, in Thomson, I don't feel like gun violence specifically, but definitely crime in general. Just no matter what the frequency of it is, like, or the amount of violence, just small things, all kinds of crime have definitely become more frequent.
Absolutely. And what do you think could be like a put a dent in the crime? Because I don't think any one solution will solve such a big problem like crime. But is there any like one idea that you might have to help it?
Well, hopefully this next election is gonna play out pretty well for us. I feel like that's the only thing that can help. You need to have
I'm sorry, presidential or local elections?
no presidential.
Okay.
Like, I mean, local elections, they honestly don't really do much. I feel like it's more of a federal thing that's gonna fix what we have going on right now.
I got you. I like it. I like it. And number two, do you still believe that Mayor Benjamin Cranford can still get the job done? He's been recently arrested, as most people know, for leaving a bottle out for his brother. I've had a few people who are a little bit on both sides. But what do you think about
I think it could go both ways. You know, if he keeps going on the path that he is going, it could definitely be the downfall of us. But he could definitely change his ways, and he had a lot of support at first. There were a lot of people being brought together, and he could definitely do that again, I feel like. But it's just his choice. Yeah.
And if there was anything, I guess you could say either to the community or if the mayor lays his eyes on this video, anything you got to say to either one of those people?
I feel like it's not really about the mayor, like people feel like they need that one person to keep them in check, but it's really about staying together in the community and not letting that one person like affect how we interact together.
I like it. I like it a lot. Well, I appreciate your time, Abigail. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? I'm here with my brother today, Charles, man. And Charles, today my question to you is do you believe gun violence is more of a problem? My question was more geared towards the community, but you said, you don't quite live in the area. But obviously everybody has to take on gun violence because it's, disrupting our country as a whole. So what do you think about it today?
Yeah, so I have a pretty broad outlook when it comes to gun violence and just violence, period. I do think our world has just become progressively more wicked. I think gun violence is running rampant because obviously the younger demo doesn't value life like they used to. I'm 38 years old. I'm a millennial. I grew up fighting. Like we would go out, go to the club, and a lot of the music was, geared towards fighting. Luck if you bug, the whole little John Crunk era, we go to the middle, we pushing. If you don't like that cat, go put your drink on them. My side versus your side. You get a little fair when you get jumped, whatever, and that was it. I don't attribute everything to the music, but the message now that's being preached to the youth is spin, spin, spin. It's straight shooting as opposed to with us, you fight and then you might have some shooting after the fight if you lose. But I just think the younger generation today doesn't value life like we used to, and it's unfortunate. That's why people are quick to grab a gun and just kill somebody. It used to be a big city thing, but like you said, now it's hitting small towns. Guns are accessible, but I think guns should be accessible. That's our right to carry guns, our right to bear arms as Americans. But the responsibility falls on each individual of really valuing life and having a conscience. It's like, hey, I'm not going to take this person away from this earth just because we have a dispute. So, yeah, it's rough, man.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. And I've actually been, just talking with a couple of people about it, and just tossing some solutions and throwing some solutions around. But is there anything that you've thought about, sitting at home or sitting at work that you think that might put a big dent
Yeah.
into what it would cost to get some of this stuff off the street?
I think people turning back to God um, will help shape the decision making from a foundational standpoint. I think a lot of homes are broken. Even me, I got a divorce. I was raised by a single mom, but my mom did a good job raising me right. I had good mentors, good people that poured the right things into me. So I think a lot of it starts at home, but people got to have the right values.
Absolutely. And just before I was talking to someone, and he was explaining to me that there needs to be a little bit more being done to the younger generation because right now the young ones, they're being the most rampant about it, and he felt as if they aren't the ones going to jail for it or really getting any kind of real trouble because they're so young. Do you think it would be a solution to maybe hold a guardian or a parent accountable?
Yeah, I did notice that, with that recent shooting in Atlanta, they did charge the dad. I look at it from an opposite point of view. I think it's a generation now that may be too far gone. Like in their later teens, I think we should specifically target the elementary school age kids and really educate them on gun violence and instill the right values in them. I think that'll help turn the curve as we continue to progress as a nation. If we target the younger group with the right information, the right values as they become of age, because most of the killing going on is 15, 16, all the way up through, early 20s. And their mindset is their mindset. They're going to retaliate. They're going to get their get back. They got ops, whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
So we need to target the younger kids and really, really, try to instill some of those traditional values into them.
Absolutely. Well, I love everything you had to say there, Charles, man, and I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah,
right.
man. What's going on, y'all? I'm here with my brother Skibo, family over here. Doing all right today, man?
What's going on? Y'all good?
Hey, man, I hope so, man. Shoot, so gun violence. Do you believe that gun violence is more of a problem in Thomson, Georgia than it ever has been?
Oh yeah, right now it's lit. The city hot right now. Like these young boys just getting guns and just shooting up stuff.
What's going on, man? You all right? You want to come in, hop in the video? Come hop in, shoot. I figured. But so gun violence is more of a problem. But do you think that there's like any like pretty good solutions you can think about?
Not really, bro. Like folks gonna get their hands on anything they want. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
I feel that. I feel that. And my second question today is that do you believe that the mayor can still be trusted to do a good job even though he was being sued when he was about to go into office, and he also just got arrested for leaving out a bottle for his brother?
oh yeah, I still believe in. Look at Trump, man. Trump get caught with girls and all kind of stuff. We still believe in him. So yeah, I still believe in bro. He good.
Hey, that's a damn good example, man. Is there anything else per se that you got out there for the people that you might want to say?
Hey man, y'all just stay out the way, stay safe. That's it.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, dog.
No, brother, be safe out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I didn't get to as many people as I wanted to. I was kind of working on a pretty short time limit, but that is what a few people have to say about what is going on in our community. I'm glad you've made it to the end of the video. Now that you've made it to the end of the video, the most important thing that you can do right now is hit a thumbs up and a like and a share and send it on its way. I'm sorry, that's actually the second most important thing you can do. The first most important thing you can do is actually comment what you think down below. And if you think you want to reach out to me and you think you want to pop into one of these videos for a short segment one day, hey, I love to have great conversation. The issue is that there's a lot of people who attach themselves to ideas and we get into these arguments about stuff. My very, very close friend that I'm working with on doing this, when it comes to voting, I'm voting for a different candidate than he's voting for. But never once do we ever go out of line, say any slurs, or say anything crazy, because I respect the fact that what he thinks that he wants is what's best for the country. And what I think that I want is what's best for the country. We are both under the true belief that our opposite candidates that we're going to vote for are better for what's going on in the country. Now, you got to stop hating people for who they're voting for, and we got to start talking more. And this voting thing only happens for a few months. We're only going to argue about it for a few months anyway. So let's stop the arguing. Let's start the convening. Let's work on our hometown before we start yammering back and forth about that again. But I love you guys. Keep God first. Definitely check out the pod. And have a great day.